Biography. TEMS is one of the best musicians in Nigeria in Africa. She released many hit songs and won many awards. Who is really TEMS? Listen to the story to the end, you know more about her. Your life, education, music career, award nomination, and many others. Don't forget to make a subscribe, like, share, and comment. Her real name is Temirad Openi, but he's popularly known as TEMS. He was born on 11 June 1995 in Lagos, Nigeria. She is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and a record producer. She began music professionally in 2018. He sings in Afrobeat, R&B, and art. Her website is readingvibe.com. The first name Temirad means crown is mine. In Yoruba, TEMS is of Yoruba ethnicity. Her family relocated to the United Kingdom when she was an infant, then returned to Nigeria following her parents' separation when she was 5 years old only. TEMS resided in Irupeju before moving to Lekki and later in Aja. TEMS attended Dowen College for her secondary education in the Monash, South Africa, for her tertiary education, where she obtained a degree in economics. At the high school, TEMS was frequently bullied because of her voice. At the 11 years old, TEMS joined her school choir and soon began singing in phase 2, but was noticed by her music teacher, who coached her and taught her how to play the piano. TEMS was often practiced singing with her brother, who often accompanied her on the guitar. In 2018, TEMS quit her job in digital marketing to pursue a career in music. She began to learn her self-production skills on YouTube on July 18, 2018. TEMS released his debut single named Mr. Robo, a song which she produced by herself. On 7 August 2019, TEMS released the single named Try Me. In 2020, DJ Edu chose her as one of the 10 artists to watch that year. On April 23, 2020, TEMS featured alongside fellow Nigerian superstar Davido on a reworked version of American singer-songwriter carried and English electronic music duo Disclosure's single Know Your Worth. On 25 September 2020, TEMS released her debut extended play or EP named For Broken Ears. It was produced primarily by her, and the single Damage from the EP became another follow-up hit to Try Me, peaking at the number 1 on the Nigerian Apple Music chart and the number 6 on the then newly launched Turntable Top 60 chart and garnering 5 million views on YouTube. On 3rd October 2020, TEMS was featured on fellow Nigerian singer Wizkid's single named Essence from the latter's 4th studio album, named Made in Lagos. The song earned her a number 1 on spot on the BBC Extra Airplay chart and also earned her first career entry on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 9. TEMS won a Soul Train Music Award, 2 NAACP Image Award, and received the Grammy Award nomination for Best Global Music Performances. On 8 November 2020, TEMS was included in the Future Awards Africa Class of 2020. On 13 August 2021, a reworked version of Essence, which contained an additional feature from the American singer Justin Bieber, was released, which propelled the song to reach a number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. On 3 September 2021, TEMS was featured on Canadian rapper and singer Drake's song named Fountains from the latter's sixth studio album named Certified Lover Boy, which debuted at number 26 on the Hot 100. On 15 September 2021, TEMS released their second extended play or EP named If Orange Was a Place after being signed to LCA Records. It was primarily produced by Bullet, and the single Crazy Things was released in 5 days, produced by Great Beat, and the single Crazy Things was released 5 days before and peaked at number 3 on the United Kingdom Afrobeat Singles Chart. Later, TEMS reached number 1 on the Billboard Next Big Sound Chart at the Billboard Emerging Artist Chart. On March 31, 2022, Apple Music launched Reading Vibe Radio show with TEMS. On 2 April that year, its first episode features an appearance from Moyiwa Awoniyi and the Tunji Balogun. On 29 April 2022, TEMS was featured alongside Drake, an American rapper, Future single named Wait For You from the later 9th studio album named I Never Liked You. The song debuted at the Hot 100, making TEMS the first African female artist to top the chart and the more so debut atop chart. The song samples the song Higher for Broken Ears. In July 2022, TEMS covered Bob Marley's song named No Woman No Cry for the Nervo movie Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack, which was credited alongside Rihanna. On 26 July, TEMS gained her 4th Hot 100 with her song named Free Mind from her Broken Ears, which debuted on the chart, peaking at number 44 in the number 1 on the United States Afrobeat Song Chart. It earned her first platinum and the silver certification in the United States of America in the United Kingdom. In July 2022, TEMS was announced as a guest artist on the Beyonce album Renaissance, collaborating on the song Move with Grace Jones, becoming her 5th entry on the Hot 100. In October 2022, TEMS co-wrote Rihanna's song Lift Me Up for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack. In November 2022, TEMS won the Best New Artist at the 2022 South Train Music Award. In the same year, TEMS was announced as the top Afrobeat artist on the Billboard Year and United States of America Afrobeat Song of the 2022. Ludwig Göransson, Rihanna, Ryan Coogler, and TEMS were nominated at the 2023 Golden Globe Award for the Best Original Song Motion Pictures for Lift Me Up from the film Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It also earned her nomination for the Academy Award for the Best Original Song and the Grammy Award for the Best Song Written and for Visual Media, making TEMS the first Nigerian singer to be nominated in that category. In February 2023, TEMS headlined the Afrobeat-themed halftime show at the 2023 NBA All-Star Game. In the same month, featured Drake, and the TEMS won the Grammy Award for the Best Melodic Rap Performances for Wait For You. Thus makes the first female Nigerian artist to win a Grammy Award. TEMS won the female MVP award at the Sound City MVP Award, which were held at the Eco Convention Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It was in February 2023. In May 2023, TEMS was invited to fashion's biggest night out, the Met Gala. TEMS became the first female Afrobeat artist to be invited in that event. Furthermore, TEMS was listed on the 2023 Time Next list. In October 2023, TEMS released the single Me and You. The song marks TEMS' first solo output since If Orange Was a Place. Me and You peaked at the number 1 on the UK Afrobeats singles chart and the number 34 on the UK singles chart, while in the United States it reached number 10 on the Billboard bubbling under the Hot 100 chart. Me and You received an award for Outstanding International Song at the NAACP Image Award and a BET Award for the Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspirational Awards. In March 2024, TEMS became the first African singer to be awarded a Billboard Women in Music Award, in which she received under the Blackfoot category. TEMS' debut studio album named Born in the Wild was released on 7 June 2024 and was supported by a world tour. The second single, Love Me JJ, of the album was announced and previewed on the TEMS debut Coachella set and was released in 2025. In April 2025, TEMS further appeared on the Tonight Show starring Jim Fallon and the NPR Team Desk concert to promote the album, performing then the unreleased songs from the album. The album was a commercial success, reaching the top 30 in the UK, Netherlands, and Switzerland. In the United States of America, it peaked at 56, becoming the highest peak for an album for a Nigerian female artist. TEMS began her ongoing Born in the Wild tour in June 2024. TEMS received the highest nomination for African Act at the 67th Annual Grammy Award, earning the 3 nominations: Born in the Wild for the Global Music Album, Burning for the Best R&B Song, and won Love Me JJ for the Best African Music Performances. TEMS became the first Nigerian artist to win multiple Grammy Awards. In 2025, TEMS became the first African woman to have part ownership in a Major League Soccer team by joining the San Diego FC ownership group. TEMS' mother only allowed her to listen to music when she was a child. Later in the teenage year, she became interested in R&B and hip-hop music. She listened to the Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, and Aria, and covered Alicia Keys' 2004 single named If I Ain't Got You in a live performance. Growing up, TEMS was also interested in artists such as Burna Boy, Lauryn Hill, Adele, Rihanna, Coldplay, Paramore, and SA. At the age of 15, TEMS stopped listening to other artists in search of her own identity. TEMS has received many accolades, including the 2 Grammy Awards, a Billboard Women in Music Award, 4 NAACP Image Award for BET Awards, and the Free Soul Train Music Award. If we continue to work hard, she will also win more awards in music. If she continues in this level, TEMS will become a legendary musician in Nigeria and in Africa. What do you love to TEMS? Which song of TEMS do you love? Tell us in the comment. Make a subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you for listening, guys. God bless you.